Hey guys, what's up? Nadio Risi here with you. Guys, today I want to share with you the 4C for success. So now you may be asking yourself like, what the hell is the 4C for success, right? So, being online for a while, I've been studying all the successful people, and I noticed that all of them, they have something in common. Now, I'm gonna share with you the 4C for success, and let's start with the first one. You ready? Boom. First one is commitment. Guys, commitment maybe is probably the most important C. That's because like when you make a decision, like you have to commit to that decision. Like most of the time we take a decision and maybe we start to act on it, and after maybe 1 day or 1 week or sometimes 1 month, if it lasts that long, we go back to the comfort zone and we don't have that commitment again. So commitment is like when you take a decision, it doesn't matter what's gonna happen, you have to commit, you have to make it happen. It's like someone say, I don't remember who say, that a real decision is taken when you burn all the bridges behind you. Like when you have no plan B, like when you have no excuses at all, and you take a decision and no matter what, you're gonna make it happen. And to do that, you have to commit. So once you commit, you have to really focus, you have to really discipline yourself, and you have to make things happen. Boom. After that, the second C for success is courage. Guys, courage is also very important. That's because courage is when you take a real decision, like you're gonna experience something that in some way is really bad, but in some way is helping you to grow. Think about it. If you start, if you want to have an average life, like you don't take any risk. Maybe you find a job, you become an employee, and nothing wrong with that. But in this way, like you don't have responsibilities, you don't take risks. So you live your, I'm gonna say average life. Don't take it wrong, but just like there is a big difference from someone who is an entrepreneur and taking his own risks and an employee. Like pros and cons in both sides. And the courage is because like when you take a decision to create your own business, to start something different, you're gonna go against so many things. What I experience also in my life is that the people that you think they're supposed to be helpful in your journey sometimes are not the people that they're really helping you. I'm talking about friends and family. Like it's not because they want something bad for you at all. I mean, the only thing they want is that they want to keep to the same level, to the same frequencies, to the same energy. And when you start to rise above, and you start to have different frequencies, different energies, like you want to do something different, they try to pull you down. That's because they want you to keep it safe. They want you to be safe in your own comfort zone. Is where like most people they live their life. Like they create their comfort zone and they live in their bubble, and when you go out, it's like you have to live and become comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like you have to take some risks. You have to do something different. Sometimes you have to do something that nobody else did, and sometimes you have to follow the steps of someone who did it already. But it takes courage because you want something different for your life. You want something bigger. You want something that goes beyond what it is in the, goes beyond yourself. So you have to go against so many obstacles. First of all, friends and families, not all the time. I told you, it's not because they want something bad for you. It's just because they want to keep you safe. And so they're gonna start to say, so why are you doing this? Why don't you find a job and you have a stable salary? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever experienced that? Maybe if you like never step out from your comfort zone, and if you have like, again, like an average life, so maybe you have never experienced that. But if you try to do something different, like maybe you experience that. So first of all, commitment. Second, courage. The third one is capability. Guys, capability, it's key. That's like, I recently watched a live streaming from one of my mentors, Bob Proctor, and he says something that it's really beautiful. Like, he said that nobody knows what we are capable of. Like, if you stop for a second and you think about it, it's really beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful thing, because all the limits that we have, it's just in our mind. Sometimes, like Henry Ford once said, like, if you think you can or you cannot, in both ways, you're right. And it happens like so many times. Like, if you think that you can do something, you do it. If you think that you cannot do something, you don't do it. Or maybe you try, but at the first obstacle, you stop it and you go back. So capability is like, nobody knows what we are capable of. And the mind is like, it's the most powerful tool ever created in the world. They say that the mind is God's creation. So as human beings, we are like the creation of God. So he gave us all the possibilities, all the capabilities, everything we need to succeed. And really think about it. Like, I don't know, it's just beautiful. Like, when I think about it, that we can really do, have, and be whatever we want. We just have to decide what we want, and then we have to take all the steps that it takes to achieve the success that we want. So capability is just something that amazed me. It's so beautiful, because let me understand that really we are really powerful. Think about it. Everything that is being created today in the world, it was someone idea, and it's so beautiful and powerful because someone imagined that and then he created. So maybe they didn't know. Like, today we have something that once we never, like long time ago, we never imagined. If you think about it, the plane, the train, all the technologies that we have today, it's like it was in someone else's mind, and it's like we created something beautiful, something that we can use it for long time. But long time ago, maybe nobody thought about it. So just because someone believed that he could do that, they did it. So capability, think in mind that capabilities, like, you have to believe and you have to have faith. Once you have these two things, like, you take a decision, you commit, you take the courage, and you believe and have faith, you can create something beautiful. Again, you can be, do, and have whatever you want. All right, the 4C for success is consistency. All we have said so far is like nothing if you don't have consistency. Consistency is key. That's because it's like everything in life. If you go to the gym and you do one day, you cannot expect to build a great body, right? If you maybe play tennis one time, you never be able to become a pro in playing in the tennis game. Like, so whatever you do, you have to be consistent. And consistency, it means that you have to do things every day, day in, day out, week in, week out, over and over and over and over. When you do things with the consistency, like every single day, it's like you see that things start to change and magic happen, like simply magic happen. So it's really powerful and beautiful how maybe you notice in your life, maybe you did something one time and then what happened? Like, okay, maybe, you know, sometimes it happens that maybe we start so excited something and then after maybe 2-3 days, maybe we lost the desire and we don't have that feeling again that is burning inside us. So, and then we complain that things is not working. Like, you know what, I've been to the gym like 3 times, but I didn't see results, so I gave up. You know, I started this business, but I had some problems and I gave up. It doesn't work like that. Like, you have to be consistent, like every single day, over and over and over and over. And also repetition is key. Like, the more you do things, think about it. In the beginning, everything is difficult, but the more you do things, the more they become easier. So, guys, to summarize, so the 4C for success: commitment, courage, capability, and consistency. Guys, I hope this video helped, and if you liked it, like it and subscribe below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Nadio Risi and have a great day. Bye.